I would like to invite the West Point Alumni Glee Club to come forward and take your places. The Glee Club was established in 2007 to carry on the rich legacy of singing patriotic and inspirational music. Membership is limited to West Point alumni who enjoy singing, but can they sing, and believe in the importance of traditional music in service to our nation. Members average almost 20 years of active duty, with over 75% being combat veterans. Their motto is, no fun without music, no music without fun. Their goal is to spread the love of music among warriors, to sing for veterans, servicemen, and their families, and to generate funds to provide additional support for the West Point Cadet Glee Club. So gentlemen, it is my honor to have you sing for us with enjoyment today. Thank you.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and we are the West Point
Alumni Glee Club, and we're very proud to be here, and thank you for the invitation. First, I'd like to have you welcome our musical director, Mr. Gary Fitzgerald. But before we get started, Fred Johnson and your team, please stand up. I want to thank you for the effort. Come on, Fred. Thank you for the effort you put together for this Vietnam. I'm Tim Regan, West Point class of 1977, and proudly entered the Academy through the enlisted ranks and the state of Kansas. I served 32 years in the infantry and civil affairs and had a great time. Really did. 150 years ago today, and as we know this week, we ended our Civil War at Appomattox. However, throughout the conflict, it was important to both sides to sing songs to help people remember the soldiers and everyone involved, country, home, and families. But both the Confederate and Union forces used anthems based on John Brown's body to sing. But it was the brilliance of Julia Ward Howe that penned the poem that became President Lincoln's favorite piece of music. Ladies and gentlemen, the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory. evening news and Travis I can read his righteous sentence in the dim and flaring glances. His truth is marching on. Truth is marching. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Amen. Amen.
I'm Palmer McGrew, class of 1958. I entered the academy from Nebraska and Virginia and served for 21 years in the infantry. In addition to this year being a memorial time for the Vietnam War, it's also the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II. And therefore we're singing a World War II song for you now, and it's we owe the title of this song to Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, who didn't write the song, but he gave us the title for it. The song was actually written by Paul Anka, and it commemorates the soldiers and sailors and armed servicemen who stormed across the Channel and into Normandy and began the end of the war in Europe. As the Desert Fox himself said, he called it Der langste Tag, the longest day.
Many men came here as soldiers, many men will pass this way. Many men will count the hours as they live the longest day. Many men are tired and weary, many men are here to stay. Many men won't see the sunset when it ends the longest day. The longest day, the longest day, marching on right into battle in the longest day in history. Many men came here as soldiers, many men will pass this way, many men will count the hours as they live the longest day. Many men are tired and weary, many men are here to stay, many men won't see the sunset when it ends the longest day. The longest day, the longest day, this will be the longest day, filled with hopes and filled with fears, filled with blood and sweat and tears. Many men, the mighty thousands, many men to victory, marching on right into battle in the longest day in history, in the longest day in history.
I am Mo Faber, class of 1966, from Clifton Forge, Virginia. I entered into West Point from Aiken, South Carolina, and served 27 years as a proud field artilleryman. In February of 1973, the first of almost 600 American prisoners of war held captive, some for over 8 years, were repatriated. Many of their fellow prisoners died during captivity as a result of the harsh conditions and brutal treatment inflicted by their captors. These gallant warriors who survived continued to resist their captors, resolute in a common goal to never give up and to return with honor and dignity. In an effort to raise their spirits and boost morale, Colonel J. Quincy Collins, an Air Force fighter pilot who was captured in 1965, wrote a hymn. Not having pen and paper, he wrote it on pieces of rough toilet paper, using a sharpened fishbone with ink made from the red liquid of a diarrhea tablet. He hid his music from the guards, but when they were away, he and his fellow prisoners would sing this hymn. In May of 1973, at the largest dinner still ever held at the White House, President and Mrs. Nixon hosted the POWs, their families, and a who's who of celebrities to honor these returning heroes. At that gathering, Colonel Collins led the POW choir as they sang this hymn for the first time outside the walls of their prison. With the gracious permission of Colonel Collins and arranged by our own Gary Fitzgerald, we are honored to present this hymn as a tribute to those who endured the hardships of captivity, in remembrance of those still missing in action, and in gratitude for all who answered their nation's call to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, the POW hymn.
We pledge unswerving faith and loyalty to our cause, America, and thee. know the harm that the hand of our enemy captors can do. To inflict pain and strife and deprive every life of the rights we know well we are due. We pledge unswerving faith and loyalty to our cause, America and thee. O God, to thee we raise this prayer and sing from within these foreign prison walls. We're men who wear the gold and silver wings and proudly hear our nation's call. Give us strength to withstand all the harm that the hand of our enemy captors can do. To inflict pain and strife and deprive every life of the rights they know well we are due. We pledge unswerving faith and loyalty to our cause, America and thee. To our cause, America and thee.
Thank you. My name is Russ Robertson. I entered West Point from Anchorage, Alaska. I was in the Corps of Engineers, served 26 years in the Army. I was in the West Point class of 1982. My wife was the class of 1984. My father was a class of 1958. My grandfather was a class of 1932. Susan's father was a class of 1959. Her brother was a class of 82. Her sister 86. So it might not surprise you to hear that my daughter is now at West Point, the class of 2017. Our last selection is a patriotic song written by country music artist Leif Greenwood. We asked his permission to arrange a 4-part harmony version for our club, and he graciously granted that wish. So arranged by our very own Fred Gray, class of 64, and Gary Fitzgerald, we are proud to present God Bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. And there ain't no doubt it's time to stand, stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt we love this land. God bless the USA. Land that I love. West Point and I call, thy sons arise in honor to thee. May thy light shine ever bright, guide thy sons aright in far-off lands or distant seas. Thy name first above all, through all the years thy motto we will bear. We thy sons as we fight, may we strike